Today is September 6th, Labor Day, and we actually were heading home from a funeral that we went to this weekend. One of our farmers had passed away, so we drove to HarvestHERs and went to the funeral, and we were heading home. Dylan got us up at 5 o'clock this morning because he wanted to be back at Tioga this afternoon to start cutting by noon. That is not going to happen now. We have hit a deer, so we're sitting on the side of the road waiting for a tow truck because it broke my radiator reservoir, so we can't drive it now. So we are actually going to just have the highway patrolman take us to the Malta train station, and everybody's just going to get on the Amtrak train, and our hard hand's going to pick us up in Stanley. So we will not be getting to cut today, but however, we will get to ride the train, so that's fun. Here's our ride home. Today is September 9th, and we are getting stuff serviced up this morning, and we'll be heading over to finish up the canola here in McGregor, North Dakota. Then we'll be heading towards Kenmare to start on some durum for another farmer. Over the Labor Day weekend, we went to HarvestHERs, Montana for a celebration of life for our farmer. There was probably at least 200 people there. It was an amazing turnout, which just shows what an amazing man that he was. We didn't get to go cut at HarvestHERs this year due to the drought. There just wasn't enough acres there, and so the farmer was just able to take care of that with his one machine. So the kids did not get to see their friends, so that was pretty disappointing for them, but with this short trip over to say our goodbyes to our farmer, they were able to get together and play and visit and, for a couple days, and so that was really nice that they were able to see each other anyway this year. On the way home, we actually ended up hitting a deer with my car, so we didn't get to drive home. It ended up breaking the radiator cap, or the radiator reservoir, so it wouldn't hold any antifreeze. So we got a tow truck, and it went into Malta, Montana, and we were able to just get on the train there in Malta, so that worked out pretty good. So we rode the train from Malta to Stanley, North Dakota, which is only 20 minutes from Powers Lake. So Carl, our hired hand, came and picked us up that night and brought us home. So at some point, I'll have to ride the train back over to Malta and pick up the car when it's done, but so that was definitely not something we had planned, but it ended up working out all right since we were able to get on the train. And the train was actually really enjoyable. The ride was really smooth. The seats are really roomy. They reclined. It was a really great ride. The kids really enjoyed it, and so did the adults. So we got to do that, and then while we were waiting on the train in Malta, there was a dinosaur museum just a couple blocks down the road. So we went and kind of explored through that, and kids liked that a lot too, so made I guess the best of the situation that we had. So that was fun, and we got home about 10 o'clock that night, and then Kitty and I actually had a girl day. Since Levi was here, he ran my combine, so we went and had some shopping and got our toes done and enjoyed that part of just having some time off. And then we watched the football game from Colston that night. They played really well. It was a really windy day, but the team played really good. They won 24-12. He had some really long runs, some pretty good catches, and scored one touchdown. So we really enjoyed watching him play. He put on a good show for his Mimi and Papa. Kitty and Levi left yesterday, and so they're back in Oklahoma now, but we really enjoyed having them here. We hadn't seen them since July, so it was good to get to see some family. So that's kind of an update for DeBock harvesting, and we'll keep you posted more later.
Hello everyone. So today is Friday, September 10th. I promise we haven't disappeared. It has just been one of those weeks full of breakdowns. Shelby's with me. Full of breakdowns and like parts not getting ordered correctly, or parts are ordered but they don't know how long it'll be till they get here. we finished cutting that barley down south for that brewery a couple days ago. I have been up north of our house cutting some organic wheat. Brian is over by our house trying canola to see if it'll go. And we lost the fan, the cleaning fan on my combine, so I'm running one of the cases. And we shelled the center belt on a header. I mean, it's just been like just one thing after another after another. My dad went home, be a week on Sunday. Dad went home, and we are very grateful for all of his help in getting us home and do the majority of barley harvest, and it just was amazing to have him here. So everything's going pretty okay. Show you a lot of this barley or this wheat's been down, so it's just been really slow cutting. The straw is the grain itself is crazy tall. I mean, it hits me above my hips, and so when it's down, there's just so much material coming in, so you can't go super fast. But it looks good. I mean, it's organic. It's got some sunflowers out there. So yeah, all is good. Just been one of those weeks.
Today is September 11th, and the joys of owning a camper are no more exciting than the joys of owning a home. My hot water heater is leaking out all over the camper, so it's flooding underneath my storage compartment. So we're trying to drain the hot water heater, and then Dylan's going to try and put it back together. It's just leaking out of the fittings, so hopefully we won't have to have a water heater. So those things are super expensive, so hopefully we can just get it fixed with the new fittings. I am now stuck in the compartment trying to get out the hot water heater. That's why it was leaking, because it's corroded. So this whole compartment was full of water. And I'm stuck in between this tiny little piece right here, trying to unscrew the back. Fun times. Oh, you got her pulled out. And I don't know why they can't make that compartment bigger. Good grief.
Hello everyone. Okay, so today is Saturday, September 11th, and the girls and I finished the organic wheat this morning. I guess we got done around 12:30, and now I am out cutting canola. I guess we're picking it up. The canola that we grow here at home is used for seed up in Canada. So we have a couple varieties that we're picking up this year, a little different than where there's normally just one that we pick up. So we have to use two different machines to keep the varieties separate. But Ian is sleeping in the truck. He is fighting a horrific sinus infection. We are just absolutely miserable, dry, and just all the chaff, I think, but yeah, he got a horrible sinus infection, so he is sleeping in the sleeper of the truck. And when I get him full, he runs down to the elevator because he's got the 43 foot on, and I'm just not quite handy enough with it in that tight elevator that we have here at home. So hopefully he gets to feeling better soon, and we'll be headed back onto some barley Monday and more canola. So I hope everyone has an amazing weekend.
It is September the 11th in central South Dakota, and life around here has been a little different, to say the very least, the last couple weeks. Since the drought and losing a bunch of acres, we decided to not compete with other harvesters. That doesn't do anybody any good. So we decided to park our equipment, and we went back to my hometown. I hadn't been home for a little while, hadn't seen some of my family, and my grandmother, she turned 90 this year, so we were able to take our little boy back and enjoy some time with family. It's probably been well over 10 years since I was back in the summertime, so it was pretty nice. we got back here a couple of days ago, and even though we're a couple of weeks away from being able to cut, we've got a couple of things to keep us busy. We've got a little bit of trucking that we need to do, a couple of repairs that we need to finish up, but we'll definitely be able to hit the ground running as soon as the weather allows and crops are ready. So anyway, I guess until then, you can enjoy some of the things that we saw while I was at home. One of the highlights was going to the Threshermen's reunion. So I hope you enjoy.